Between the time that he needs a new truck and the moment he signs the order, a certain man becomes a very important individual called a truck prospect. Now, truck prospects come in all shapes and sizes. They can usually be found behind the wheel, under, on top of, looking at, or just talking about trucks. Their wives love them, the ICC protects them, some salesmen try to sell them, many ignore them. But every smart Chevrolet salesman knows a prospect for what he really is, a composite. He needs a truck but wants to be sold. He's independent but looks to the salesman for guidance. He talks tough but is loyal to the core. Now, you treat him right and he's your friend and benefactor for life. But most important, he's the vital ingredient in creating truck sales and a mighty important factor in many passenger car sales. He's really not too hard to find. He may be seen driving a truck 4 to 7 years old. In fact, this group of prospects buys 70% of all new trucks. And if the prospect's old truck should be a Chevrolet, and the odds are all in your favor here, you've got a real good deal going, 'cause more Chevrolet truck owners return home for their new vehicles than owners of any other make. Other truck prospects can be seen beside a vehicle whose useful life is about to expire. They need more than sympathy. They need something to put them back into business, something you can provide. Now, some of this group managed to get pulled into your dealership where professional and skilled help will provide temporary relief. However, smart salesmen have found that in the silence of the waiting room, they become lonely people, very receptive to the salesmanship of the man who'll take the time to seek them out and talk to them. Some you can only find by listening, looking. Many a truck operator needs more income, but maybe he doesn't know right now how much more a new Chevrolet truck can earn for him. Chances are real good you'll find him in a listening mood. When you're looking, keep a sharp lookout for the man who's just made the last payment on the old truck. In a lot of cases, especially in severe operations, he's going to be a good target for the hunter who realizes he's now legal game. He's got equity. He's apt to be in a trading frame of mind with a bank account he's willing to place at your disposal. And don't forget, many a truck prospect is surrounded with additional opportunities. People who drive and buy automobiles. They're often easy to win over, and you can spend many a profitable hour with these people while waiting for the truck man. No wonder many a salesman has found this business very, very rewarding. Yep, these mighty important people are all around you. Good people to know, good people to do business with. But the salesman with ambition knows that he can find more of these people, sell more cars and trucks, and earn more money if he calls them on the phone right from the dealership. And he can, too. Most every dealership is loaded with prospecting tools which give him all the information he needs to contact him. Owner cards and lists, new this year. Sales records, the names of your very best friends. Service records, names of people who need you now. Directories, the data book. Spotting is something you can do to get the most from your travel time while a good salesman flushes out every bird his dog points to. Truck owner cards and lists, available in every Chevrolet dealership and completely updated, are two of the best time savers and sales markers in the business. These cards contain the names and addresses of all the truck owners in your area who have registered a 1957 to 62 Chevrolet, Ford, GMC, Dodge, Studebaker, or Volkswagen truck before June 1962. Now, each card is loaded with information, his name and address, the number of trucks he owns, how they're licensed, and how many are heavy duty. Of course, you have to do some interpreting. The letter and numeral next to the owner's address indicate the make and the model year. C for Chevrolet, FD for Ford, and so on. The number 7 for 1957, 8 for 58, up through 62. The capital letter H represents heavy duty. R stands for rural license. Dark blue cards indicate the ownership of 5 or more trucks, signifying a very, very important guy. When more than one truck is indicated on an owner's card, makes, models, and ages must be obtained from the truck owner's list, which includes information on all the trucks this prospect has registered in the area. This list is also an excellent source for addresses for direct mail programs. Yes, you have a good thing going for you when you get going with the quick owner cards and lists. And to make the most of it, tie in with Chevrolet's three-phased prospecting program, aimed at 1. Chevrolet owners, 2. All competitive owners, except owners of Volkswagen and other foreign trucks. Now, Phase 3 is aimed at this group of foreign truck owners. The Chevrolet Owners Prospecting Package contains mailing pieces, sample letters, and telephone prospecting hints, all aimed at people already familiar with Chevrolet. By using this material as door openers, your big job is to convince them of the need for a new Chevrolet truck, one that'll do their job even better. The second prospecting package is aimed at competitive owners. Competitive owners are prospects and people, too. They have their reasons for owning a competitive truck. Maybe they were never contacted by a Chevrolet salesman, or maybe no one ever told them the complete Chevrolet story. The materials for these people were especially designed. They can be very useful in helping you to add new names to your prospect list. For more prospecting information, please turn the record. The Volkswagen prospecting package zeroes in on foreign truck owners who often run into parts and service problems that increase downtime, raise operating costs, and cut down on profits. Its materials emphasize specific Corvair 95 advantages from the standpoint of Chevrolet's far-flung parts and service network and Chevrolet's quality construction, dependability, and economy. There's no doubt about it. These are people we should all get to know, and the sooner the better. To be sure we don't overlook a single prospect, we shouldn't neglect our other tools. Take those sales records with the names and addresses of just about the nicest group of prospects any Chevrolet salesman could want to meet. By looking carefully, you can find out all about the truck he bought before. If he's had it for several years and you're sure it's doing a good job, check out your stock. If you've got one like it, give him a call and set up an appointment for a demonstration ride. You just can't beat this kind of selling. And while you're out to his place, take a peek at his car. You may want to talk both truck and car next time. Back at the dealership, it'll pay to look in your sales records for finance information that can clue you in on many prime prospects. Finance reports often include the kind of truck bought, equipment installed, the finance terms and length of contract. Valuable information, not only for determining if he can buy, but what he should buy. And you can track down more potential buyers right in the dealership with other records. A little study of service records will identify by names those truck owners who are in serious trouble because no amount of expert fixing is going to keep their trucks on the job for any length of time. And in this same dealership are usually to be found directories, books loaded with names, addresses, and telephone numbers. Properly evaluated, they're a very good source of names for salesmen interested in building up personal prospect files. Once done, they have a permanent list, requiring only periodic checks to remain current. Probably one of the most useful directories available is the one familiarly known as the Yellow Pages. Here are the names, telephone numbers, and addresses of all the people doing business in your area. They're grouped under types of businesses, alphabetically arranged. The prospect list you make up from the directories can be teamed with your well-worn, tried-and-true data book. Behind each model section in the data book is to be found a list of vocations for which individual models are suited. Check your stock. Then check your data book for vocations around town which can use the models you have. Once you have the trucks and vocations pinned down, Use the telephone. Concentrate on those businesses which can use the trucks you have on hand. Make a date for a demonstration. If they're not in the market now, don't forget them. Send them mail and literature at frequent intervals, and give them a call to let them know you're still interested. Finally, when the day is over and you head for home, check out the trucks you meet along the way, which look as though they were headed for retirement. Get their license numbers. Next day, check out the owners and add their names to others that you're going to call to set up a date for a demonstration. Of course, this type of spotting requires good judgment. Not all leads should be followed up. To be sure, check them out against your owner cards and lists. And while you're out, keep in touch with your bird dogs. Why are they called bird dogs? Well, most of all because each has a nose for business. Treat a bird dog right and he'll gladly work for you. Hunt up business, point out prospects. Where do you find them? Just about anywhere people do business. Bird dogs, like gas station attendants, truck stop waiters, and satisfied customers, can give you plenty of truck business referrals that could pay off in sales all the year round. Another all-year-round practice which can pay off big is the cold canvas. It isn't like selling refrigerators to Eskimos, 'cause this kind of prospecting pays off with truck sales, and lots of them. Sure, there's work involved. Some make phone calls, others personal calls, but many a top-notch Chevrolet truck salesman makes cold canvassing a way of business life. Where do you cold canvass? Everywhere. Building construction sites, new business establishments, highway construction sites, anywhere trucks are used. You can get advance dope from looking over the vehicles that are around before you make your approach. But the real knack, and one that comes only with experience, is finding out fast whether or not a prospect is interested. Yes, prospects are fine people, and they're all around you, too. But unless they mean truck or car business to you, they remain prospects, never become customers. So the real payoff on the work and time you've invested, whatever your prospecting methods, can only come about in the sale. And nothing will lead you to a sale faster than a good truck demonstration ride, especially with the improved conventional light-duty models and Corvair 95s. He'll listen as you point out that it's Chevrolet's independent front suspension and coiled spring that provide the comfort he's experiencing. And there's a story for you to tell with every demonstration ride on every Chevrolet truck. There's the all-weather traction, effortless steering, and wonderful ease of loading of the Corvair 95. These are features that must be shown up, not just talked up, to be fully appreciated by a prospect. Demonstrations make the difference, make prospects customers. Yes, as a Chevrolet salesman, you'll have to admit that you just can't beat people as prospects, and you can't beat demonstrations as sales closers. You've got the trucks to sell, you've got the tools to sell with, and you've got the vital ingredient, the truck prospect, to sell to. He needs you, and you need him. Help him, and he'll help you. If you keep that in mind, you can't help making prospecting and demonstrating pay off for you in creating a sale.